Hello, my name is Petros Theodorou. I am a psychotherapist and a writer, and I live in Thessaloniki, Greece, but I work also abroad. This video is the first one of a series around an idea I had, and I call it Shared Dots Project. Dots in the sense of moments, instance of sharing. So it's meetings with the goal of sharing ideas, senses, questions, whatever pops up. And it will be, each meeting will be on the theme that is touched by such a video or a text, whatever. It will be uploaded on in this page, on my Facebook page, and also in my personal website. The themes of the videos of the series Shared Dots Project, the themes are different topics that popped up, got emerged during this pandemic period, and also during the oncoming days, which are not at all going to be paradise for all of us. So the theme of there are details about all this into the text of the video. So whoever is interested, please check. You may check the text, or you may contact me in my email, which is also written on the description of the video. The first such meeting will be next Friday, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, Greek time though. Greek time. Anybody can participate. No money. It's a volunteering activity of mine to participate, to contribute in the emerging need of sharing in the field of our troubled times. So no money for the participation. It's free. Anybody can come, and I coordinate the whole meeting. Volunteering. The theme of this first video is the unknown, difficult feelings, like fear, like anger, like sadness, whatever. Somebody can say, of course, we have these feelings during everyday life. Of course, they are not exactly unknown. Of course, they are not unknown, but we must not forget that in these times of turbulence, literally it's our inner reality is mixed up. It's huge turbulence. It's huge new arrangements inside our personal world, oncoming and already happening. Very deep processes and totally beyond our consciousness and our mind. We can only feel the energy, the echo of these movements. So the way that we were experiencing fear or anger or sadness till now may be one thing. The way we are experiencing our fear, for example, now may be totally another thing. I'm not going to give advices what to do about anger management, fear management, and so on. Just give a line of thinking, some ideas I had that emerged during the first online presentation I did about the relational self in English in the platform of City College. Also there I presented some general ideas about how to approach such things. And I will be very happy if someone finds meaningful what I say and may apply it in his or her own personal reality with some positive results for him or her. So, the unknown, difficult feelings. First of all, we know today that all physical systems, they improvise the next step. This means it's question. I don't go into details now, but this means that it's question of how energy is spread, is balanced from one point to the next point in our time, from one state of balance to the next state of balance. And this, in a certain situation, of course, which affects very much what will happen in the next moment. This way, this passing from one state of balance to the next one is coming through improvisation. Nature today, we know that improvises its progress from one state of balance to the next state of balance. I say again, it's question of energy. It's not something that metaphysical or not. Energy needs to feel how it can be better harmonized in the next situation according to what's happening. For example, what I want to do in the next 5 minutes is very much affected by how I feel now. How I feel now, if I am now angry, I will search a position where in which my anger will be somehow balanced. If I am sad, the same for the next step. So in life, in nature and in life, things happen gradually from step by step through improvisation processes, through processes that are improvised, to be precise. Now, let's imagine that we walk in the forest somewhere and we see an unknown object. Not that nothing on it can create any association to something well known in us, already known in us. It could be, for example, a fragment of, let's say, a UFO crashed ship, whatever, big object as you like. So what would we do if the object is here, and if, as we see it, we don't turn around to go away, the flight modality, let's say, which we cannot do in the situation of the pandemic. We cannot escape. There is nowhere to go. So we have to stay there. What shall we do? We shall stop in the beginning to see, to adjust to the new situation. We see the object. We will approach it maybe. If it remains silent, we will approach more. Maybe we'll touch it. But if it starts vibrating or loud lights or sounds coming out from it, we will step back immediately and we shall repeat again the same process. It's very like see how a cat approaches a new thing in her reality. It's amazing their way, the cat way. Totally improvised. So let's try to apply all this with the hard unknown feelings, the difficult unknown feelings. When the feelings are ours, of course, but when they emerge like that with such momentum in our perception, in our consciousness, we are shocked. We see it as something unknown. So let's say that this is a fear, for example. It comes up. What shall we do? We are here. We cannot go away. We can stand, and also we can turn our back. We can try to ignore it. For example, eat more, go with drugs, or follow whatever ideas, I don't know. Pretending that it's not there, it's not ours, to ignore it. So we exclude this idea. First step is not to ignore. Second step is to get there and to accept that it is there. It is something that I have to connect with. It's accept the idea that I have to connect. Then I start approaching a little bit. I start approaching. This is what I am, all what I am, apart from this unknown feeling emerging from my depths. So I approach, and I wait. I approach in an improvised way. I wait for the reactions. If my fear changes all of a sudden, I go back. What does it mean changes? I read in the newspaper a second wave of coronavirus or whatever. or happily that, I don't know, happy news for me or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, the thing is that whatever happens, I approach gradually, in an improvised way. I get to know it. I get to know it means I stay with it, I stay with it, I stay with it. And I try to establish a connection with it. And as it changes this, if it is changing, I adjust. I go there, I go there, I go there, I go there. So, not ignore, accept, stay with it, and then make contact with it. Somehow I touch it. I touch it like that. But I don't touch it like that because then my fear will be frightened itself and it will react, it will go up and it will take me down. So the thing is to approach with respect. It's like a child that is afraid in me, and I have to get to go slowly, slowly, slowly. Stay with it and then make contact. And when I make contact, I see what's happening still. I listen to the pulse of the contact, which is how does my fear react? My fear stays there or changes. The final goal is to do this, to get there, to make a kind of dynamic contact procedure. Of course, this, now I make it, I improvise, me too now. It reminds me of washing our heads for coronavirus, but it's not to avoid, it's just to connect, to connect, to connect. But we must be very careful that while we are doing this, we must do in our own rhythm, because we must keep grounded on what we are, except that feeling, apart from that feeling. Because if I identify totally with the feeling, it can make me like this, and I can totally lose myself in it, and I can even get trapped. It may happen sometimes, but still I have to wait. I have to start seeing and then doing this. So this is the basic idea. And also I make some arrangements with my fear, with this part, after we establish our contact process like this, okay? And I say, for example, now I go to work. Stay there. Don't go away. Stay there. I'll come again later. Now, please let me do my job. I'll do my job, and then I come, I connect again. But I must do it and create a kind of trust to my fear that I will take care of it a little bit later. Because otherwise, I go to do something and then tack, it will come and grasp me and take me back in this situation. And we don't want this to happen. So, this means, from the beginning, not ignore, accept, recognize as mine, get to know, stay with it, and proceed in a contact process, with harmonized, nice circles of contact. I mean, now it's a strong contact, now it's slower, now my fear sleeps, now I go to do my work, and so on. So this is the first, the idea of this first video about the unknown, difficult feelings, and this is going to be the basis for our sharing. For if somebody comes and is interested, I will be very happy to coordinate such a sharing. It will be next Friday, 7 o'clock Greek time, in the platform, in the Zoom platform, with the number I shall provide in an event in this page, and you can see it also in the description, in the text of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you next